heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago. You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here. I am Boris Stovich. This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years. Moldavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Moldavia. The name means Dark Valley. The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Moldavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse. Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain. The head I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say. I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that. He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory. I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter. This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission. I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker? The town of Moldavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town. Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek. Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
This is one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. She has lovely, long, golden green hair, although your eyesight tends to focus a bit lower than that.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting? Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please, take my hand. Please, don't leave me here so alone and cold. I need you. I am the Rusalka. Please, take my hand and help me. If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like. If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me?
You wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake. That didn't do anything useful. That didn't do it.
It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Wildflowers bloom with the autumn weather. You pick a few of the flowers. You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area. Someone has dug a large hole there, perhaps removing a bush or a small tree. It doesn't bud. That's a dirty job that you don't particularly need to do at the moment. You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Irana. It's an ornate oriental lantern. it doesn't. The fruit tree is laden with luscious-looking fruits of many kinds. It must be one of the rare mixed fruit trees. As you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that low-calorie kind. You pick a few of the beautiful flowers. Lovely flowers bloom throughout the garden. You take a drink of the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries. As you approach, these bushes look as though someone planted them here deliberately. The bush won't budge. It's almost as if it were welded to the spot by magic. The cute, innocent, well, maybe not exactly, little bunny has been viciously slaughtered and now looks like a roadkill. There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those. My, what sharp teeth it has. These wolves look larger and more ferocious than any you've seen. You tell the wolves to stay calm. They don't seem particularly less agitated. The response is a low growl. The wolf growls menacingly in response. One of the wolves snarls menacingly. You get the distinct impression that you're not welcome here. After some after, after, after why After It's not easy being green, but this wagon does its best. The gaudily painted blue wagon looks as though it belongs to a wise woman or fortune teller. One of the wolves snarled. That didn't do anything useful. That didn't. That didn't. That didn't. You feel a chill go. You feel. You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere. You see a raised mound of stones. It gives you an eerie feeling. You can tell that this is a place of death. You feel it. You feel a chill. You feel.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost. Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead. My name was Anna. I can remember things now, but everything is like a faded dream. It seems so strange to think of myself as a ghost. Everything is blurry. There's no day or night, only this shadowy landscape. I want to go from here, but I cannot leave. I can only wait. I can remember my house now. I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai. Goodbye and farewell.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
I remember now.
You feel a chill.
I'm...
You deftly slip over the gate and into town. There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You light the candle. It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
Ah, so you are back. The castle was once... The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems he was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
This is a little too... You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets. Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
Welcome, welcome. Sometimes I think I will go crazy if I don't have someone to talk to other than the other cockroaches around here.
You tell the chief about your break-in at the old man's house.
It seems you two really...
I believe I'm on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the Great Shapirian Desert. Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, how you saved 2 cities from the evil vizier Ad-Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Adavis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up. Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the Animal Ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form. Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here. I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby antworks there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them. I am truly sorry, but I cannot afford to make this a lending library at this time. You may look at my books here all you like, but you may not take them with you. Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
After some there's only a certain amount of you find a good spot, then climb up the monastery wall. You strike a mighty hammer blow at the glass case. It just sort of looks at you through its glass eye. You need to either build up your strength or try another approach. You strike it. You strike. You can't budge it. You've managed to damage the hexapod slightly. That's funny. The screen... Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself in the dark. Hector looks much less hungry, and perhaps a little less dangerous now. There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare. The huge barrel is labeled Cask of Amontillado. This must be the fabled spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its contents. You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up. Man, have you got a headache. Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it. You see a small statue that matches the description that the chief thief gave you. You feel a funny tingling sensation, then a slimy one as you reach out to touch the statue. This is not good. Pick up the statue in the shopping bag, carefully avoiding any contact with your own flesh. The statue glows briefly as it slips into the bag, then subsides. You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. It's a really silly-looking statue and clearly of no value. It's also much too heavy to carry around with you. Be careful what you touch in here. Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters. The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You could almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicum. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere? Pick up the You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual? You rifle through the... Now there's a... Now there...
Wonderful, wonderful. I won't have to scuttle in the shadows all the time. I won't have to have unsavory eating practices. Thank you so very much. You did very well indeed. I can tell that you will someday be a chief thief yourself. All right. I know I was getting careless. I am going to make certain no one ever touches that statue again. At least not by accident. You have such nice manners. Are you certain you want to hang around tough, brutal scum of the earth who will try to beat you up at the slightest excuse? Or is that your idea of a good time? There is a secret passage to the castle from the Boyar's crypt in the graveyard. There is a special way to open this secret door. Something involving colors and the Borgov family crest, I think. You must be very careful. I know nothing of the people who now live in the castle. Only that the last thieves to break in never returned. I am all right, I guess, but I'm having a difficult time adjusting to walking on two legs again. Other than the fact that there are no other thieves here, and that we are not likely to get any in the near future, this is a wonderful guild. If you excuse the fact we can't fence anything here either.
It doesn't...
Going so soon? Good luck.
The tunnel was apparently designed as an escape route from the guild. You can't find any way to open it from this end.